Greetings, Daniels here. This is my attempt to use Ubports and install it on a Nexus 5. The Nexus 5 does work, and you can see it's operational, battery is full, it's connected to the machine, and you'll see on the left-hand side here that the machine, my Ubuntu 19.1 machine, does recognize the device. There it is, folder's empty. I don't know if that's an issue or not, but Nexus 5 is there. So close that, and you'll see that the last time I ran the snap version, snap install Ubports installer, it said that the device hammerhead is not supported, which surprised the heck out of me, because hammerhead is one of the specifically supported devices, which makes me wonder if it's the snap installer that has failed. So I'm going to try, I used the snap install last time. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to use the Linux install, and I'm just going to pop it on the desktop. And I'm going to open it. Let's bring it over here. Install. Once my password and we begin the installation process again. This is a Nexus 5 that I picked up on eBay for, I don't know, 40 bucks. So let's start the Ubports installer. I've got a little bit of a problem here. Is it going to use the snap version, or is it going to use the Linux, the Debian version? I'm not sure. I'm getting the same errors. Waiting for device. Again, the device is recognized. You can see Nexus 5 is waiting for me. It's enabled. Developer mode is enabled. Waiting for device. I really don't like that. Select device manually. It looks like we're going to have the same problem. Nexus 5, select. And even in the terminal, we've got the pug interceptor registered successfully, but we're not seeing anything in the terminal in terms of what's going on. So the installer is really not very informative for the user on what's going on. I'm using a beta, clearly, so it would be useful to have some more feedback for the user if in fact anything is happening, because it says it's fetching installation instructions, which means it's making a bunch of requests on the internet which are not showing up here. So I'm deeply suspicious that this is no different from the last failed installation again on Nexus 5 Ubports. I'm going to kill this. There's no kill. Control W. Yeah, and this right here, device hammerhead, is not supported, which is clearly not the case because it's one of the machines that is supported. So how do we uninstall? Maybe it's snap that's failing, or a snap that's getting in the way. Okay, so sudo snap remove. Control C. Let's go up here. Control-Shift-V, and then I'm going to do Ubports. Let's do a sanity check, clear. There we go. Sudo snap remove. Maybe it's the snap installer. All right, so theoretically, this is ready to go. I'll go ahead and install the Ubi. Let's just, yeah, Ubports is still there. I'm going to run it again. This is Ubports with the Debian. Okay, so it's not picking this up. Install. That was really fast. Okay, so snap has been removed. Now I've just reinstalled the Debian version of Ubports installer, and now I'm going to run it again to see if anything's different from last time. Ubports installer. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I just installed it via Debian. Let's see where it's Ubports installer. That was weird. If you have already set the required rules, you can dismiss. Well, this is interesting. You acquired udev rules set. I'm not quite sure what that is, and that's a new message. Okay, so I need to check to see if etc. udev rules are installed. Let's go there. cd etc. udev rules. ls 51.android rules is not there. So, if not, add them to the file. All right, so touch V. Okay, let's try Genie, see if that works. Seems to have worked. Copy all of that. V. Etc. udev rules.d, etc. udev rules.d, 51 Android rules, and let's save. I need to sudo, so it should have been. I need to go back. Don't save. Go back. Terminal. Sudo. This is part of the reason why people freak out with Linux. A bunch of steps, and if you're not paying attention, you make a mistake, and nobody's happy. And if you're not really interested in solving the problem, you will walk away from the problem. So file, save, it's saved, close that, and now let's go back to the terminal and ls, and you can see 51 Android rules is now there. And now I need to sudo udev restart, Control C, Control Shift V, and I should be ready to rock. Now let's go back to the Ubports installer. I'm going to dismiss this, and just for giggles, the machine or the device is still there. And I'm going to plug in the device just to see if anything has changed now that I've restarted the sudo service udev restart. Plug in the device. And you can see on the left hand side that Nexus 5 has been recognized. Waiting for device has not. So just to give it a fair start, I'm going to start over again. Ubports installer, dismiss. See, it still didn't pick up the Nexus 5. I'm going to select the device manually, Nexus 5, select. No indication in the UI of anything changing, of anything installing. It's saying it's preparing installation, but that's the same message I got last time with no change whatsoever in the UI to indicate that anything has changed. In fact, there's no option here to view the terminal, report a bug. I think I'm going to be doing that, and then blah blah blah. So the animation, I just disabled them, and now they're still activated. So it looks like I found another bug. The disable does not work. And nothing's changed here. Okay, this is Ubports installer 4.8 beta. It is not working. All right, thanks for watching, and happy computing.